Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is a little vlog of the bookstores that I visited while I was in the UK, and this is what my Patreon supporters voted on for the video for this month. So the first one is this little used bookstore that was in London. The best thing about this, and you're about to see it in a second, besides the vibes, which are really immaculate, is that it has a cat. I discovered there was a cat. I had to find it. I did. Funny that the next door was Boom Cat Books. There was no cat here, but this was at Camden Market, and yeah, my finger's covering part of it here. But then we went to Foyles, and this is also in London. This is my first time in a Foyles. This is my first time in any of these like chain bookstores. I thought that old man putting a book down was super cute. But we had all the favorites. We spent a lot of time looking at books and comparing UK to US covers, and sometimes the UK cover is better and sometimes the US one is better. I just like a traditional bookstore set up like this. There was this bookstore, which is apparently affiliated with Waterstones. Very royalist, I would say, from the vibes in here. I mean, the queen had just passed away, but like, yeah. So, very, like, highfalutin in this one, but very nice, very nice vibes. And then they had a picture being like, hey, the queen was here at one point, which I thought was very funny. Then we had a meetup at Waterstones, Mari and I. So this is the Waterstones in Piccadilly Circus, which is essentially the UK Times Square, or London Times Square rather, not the whole UK. So it's a big ass Waterstones. I think it had like 3 or 4 floors. So we did a little meetup in here and we spent some time in here. So looking at some of the like classics, looking at the sci-fi and fantasy section. This was from our meetup. I didn't show anyone that didn't want to be shown. So yeah, then this was a little clip from some charity shop that I was at up in like the Notting Hill area. And here's the Notting Hill bookshop, but it's not a bookshop, it's just a gift shop based around the movie. I don't know what this was. This might have been another Waterstones. I didn't get the front of it for some reason, which was very wacky and wild to me. So yeah, this was, or some other chain maybe, but I think it's another Waterstones potentially that I was walking through. And this is a book that I ended up buying later. This is in Edinburgh. Oh, maybe it was, okay, so Edinburgh Armchair Books. Here's another used bookstore, very lovely. So what I will say here, and I think I've said this before, is I love the vibes of a used bookstore, like some of these, like Edinburgh Books, Armchair Books, all of that. The vibes are immaculate, right? I don't like shopping in these kinds of bookstores. I'm overwhelmed. It's much like a thrift store shopping to me for clothes. I get so overwhelmed, I can't focus on anything. I don't know where to find anything. I like the organization of a new bookshop, sadly, because I want to buy more used books, honestly, but I just can't in stores like this. But the vibes are very cute. So yeah, they even had a little section on like how to find certain things, and it was just very adorable. Then the last store, not the last store, but almost the last store, Chapters in Dublin. This is my first time in a Chapters. I will say I think the Chapters was my favorite. I liked the Waterstones. I felt good vibes about the Chapters. What's nice about Chapters too is they have a used bookstore section in the back. I actually ended up picking up this version of Legends and Lattes because I like this cover more than the US cover. And then we went to Dubray Books. I like this one too. This was very cute. This book in the middle, the black and white one, Listen to the as Land Speaks or whatever, that was a book that I wish I would have bought as a book from the from like Dublin, because I got Hare House from Scotland and then I didn't get that one. That one was being shown a lot in bookstores. So yeah, that was my little wrap up of UK bookstores.